today is gonna be such a fun day. We have one of our first kind of excursions that we're doing on our whole trip, which is weird to think about because we're like 2 months in. But we are doing a wine tour today.
I'm so excited. We're just going to the plaza where they're gonna pick us up, but from our understanding, we're gonna be taken to 2 different wineries today in the Tuscany region, and it's supposed to be absolutely beautiful. So we're super excited. We've been looking forward to this for a while. Well, ever since we found it, I guess, which was only last week. But yeah, our first excursion of the whole trip. So it's gonna be good. How does this always happen? We were so prepared. So,
Oh, someone's calling.
oh,
Ciao.
how is this so hard? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Google Maps told us that we are taking bus 365A. We were at the right stop. I couldn't see that any of them said 365A. It just said bus 31 and 32 come here. But we assumed Google Maps was telling us the right thing, and 32 passed by, and it was a couple minutes earlier than when Google Maps said our bus was coming. But then when we checked Google Maps again, the bus had already left. So then we started running, but we're over an hour away from the station, so we can't run all the way there. So now we need to find a taxi, and that's harder than we thought it would be. Come on, go green. Go green, go green.
Why?
So the taxi person stopped, but then told us 1 second and then left. But she knew that we had called.
Oh my god.
So I don't know where she's going. Like, why didn't she let us in? Oh my god, we have 15 minutes until our thing leaves. There's another taxi.
Oh. Hi,
Ciao. Okay, go.
hello. We need to. How are you?
Piazza Monte Lungo. Grazie, grazie.
Thank you.
Okay, got
Thank
everything.
you. Thank you.
Grazie. Okay, I see them. They're in the pink shirts.
Yeah?
Yep, right there. Made it.
Grazie.
Grazie a voi. Grazie mille.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Okay, so we made it. We are on the bus for the wine tour after quite
It was
the journey.
chaotic. We were early to the bus. We were like, this is gonna go so smooth. We're gonna leave lots of time because this is not the time to be running. So we were there with lots of time. But yeah, like we said before, Google Maps was wrong.
Yeah.
Google Maps has been doing us very dirty on this trip because it gave us the wrong bus number, the wrong time, and the wrong end location. So everything that we were looking for just didn't exist.
Yeah.
So we checked, and I saw that the bus had passed us, and we were like, awesome. And we're staying in a local part of the city, so we sprinted across the river, tried to hail down a taxi. There was no taxis that we could see. So some random person was just trying to park her car, and we were like, how do we order a taxi? What number do we call? So luckily, Marissa could call.
Thank goodness.
The lady was super nice. She was like, oh, you have to do this and this. Then a taxi came to pick us up. We thought was gonna pick us up. She was like, no, one moment. And we were like, what do you mean? And she drove away. But luckily another one came afterwards. But as opposed to paying like max like €2 per person for the bus, we just paid, how much was it?
Almost 15 euros for the taxi. That was 10 minutes. But we got here on time, so it had to be done because we actually would not have been able to run all the way. It would have been a 45-minute sprint all the way here, which wasn't going to happen. So
Absolutely not. So yeah, that was our start to this. But now we can just sit back and relax and just look at the views and drink some wine. It's pretty full. There's 2 buses leaving.
yeah.
So I think this will be really good.
Okay, so we just stopped for a brief moment and she told us that they grow grapes for wine, obviously, and they also have a lot of olive trees too. And now we are going to a very, very old cellar where I am assuming that they make and store some of the wine.
Okay, so the first wine that we're having is a white wine, and they said the white wines in Tuscany are really fruity because they get a lot of sun, so it's a lot of sugar that's produced. So we should taste like pineapple, banana, I think, some kind of fruit. Wow.
All right, the next one we're trying is a rosé that apparently isn't super sweet and is pretty strong like a red and goes good with pizza. Oh my gosh. Rob, it's good. Wow. I'm not a big rosé fan. I would definitely buy this. Absolutely. This is really good.
Okay, we're moving on to the red wines. To be called a Chianti, they have to follow certain rules, they said. So you have to look for the label, and if it's labeled Chianti, you know it's like a really good quality wine. Someone has to actually come and like taste it and judge it, is what they said. So I'm very excited for this. They said, especially with the reds, you need to swirl it and then smell it. I don't know what I'm saying. It smells really good.
You know the way that you can do that thing where it's like, is it already flash? But like the lights behind you?
It's definitely a fruitier red.
All right, the next wine we're trying is the Super Tuscan because it is a super wine, apparently. With this wine, there's no rules really when you're making it, except for it has to be, the grapes have to be grown in the Tuscan region. So it's a very popular wine apparently, hence its name Super Tuscan. So I am very excited to try it. Oh my gosh.
I don't think I ever will. What I do is I get my
Wow. That is really good. I can taste the vanilla, which they told us we would taste. Wow, it's really nice. Super nice. And not super, it's still really light too, but has a more bold flavor than the previous red. Wow.
I gotta try the last Super Tuscan red wine that we'll have at this vineyard. It has a really bold flavor.
Honestly, my favorite overall that we tried at this place was the rosé.
What? I know. Who am I?
But it was so good, and I would definitely buy it again.
I loved the Super Tuscan Shiraz. Like the flavor is just so much different than all the other ones. I think it has to be my favorite. That is the most expensive.
The view outside this winery is absolutely stunning, you guys. And we got such a beautiful day today. It's sunny. I'm in a dress. This is awesome. I love it. And we still have one more stop. I'm so excited. So we're tasting our first white wine. We already swirled it, we already smelled it. It's very fruity, but it's not super sweet, which I like. But wow, this is so good.
Okay, something else that we've been given is a 30-year-old aged balsamic vinegar. but it doesn't have sugar and it doesn't have caramel, so that means it's a real balsamic vinegar.
Is it good?
That is delicious. I think it's gonna ruin other balsamic vinegar for me. Wow, it's very sweet still. I thought it was gonna be harsher because it didn't have any of the extra added sugar. This is delicious. Best balsamic vinegar I've ever had. I like that a lot. Okay, the wine at the other place was super, super good. Don't get me wrong. But these two that we've had here top all of the other ones. It's the truffle oil. Isn't that good? Oh my god. So good.
Fine dining place. Oh, my favorite. You like it?
But it's almost
Very
like
good.
it almost
Super. Yeah, you can tell it's a more full-bodied wine.
it's a straight wine.
Wow, it's really good.
So this is our last one on the tour. It's a rosé. Usually they go white, rosé, and then red, but the rosé pairs really nicely with the dessert biscuit that they give us. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to dip it.
It's too much wine in the cookie.
I mainly taste the wine. I taste the biscuit. But it's really good. The rosé is really, really sweet. I'm just gonna try it by itself.
I got us 2 pair of gloves.
Definitely like a dessert
Had the
wine.
blues. And she wants one. And she was just, I said, don't worry, I'll get you another pair. But
Sweet? It's very sweet.
So he had to go
Like very, very sweet. Yeah, it's got like some berry taste, so that paired with like the almond biscuit is really good. But definitely a lot sweeter than I usually have for my wine. But it's good to like end the meal this way.
Robin and I went halfsies on the truffle oil because it was so good, you guys. So Robin and I had to get it because you guys just can't even understand how good this truffle oil is. And it cost us 24 euros. 24 euros for it. Wow, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So we are back on the bus and we are going back to the main square that we all got on the bus on to start the tour. We have our truffle oil. We're ready to go. It probably is around 45 minutes back. Yeah, it was such an awesome day. We'll put the link in the caption for sure because it was awesome. We would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, it cost us 50 euros each, but we got to taste 5 wines plus snacks at the first place, and then 4 wines, 3 oils, and snacks at the second place too. And they like picked us up and dropped us off in Florence. So
Such a good deal.
Such a good deal. And we supported one of the wineries and we got the truffle oil.
It was so good.
It was so good. Like we weren't exaggerating when we we had to get it. It was so good. I don't think it'll last us until we get home. But
no, it will not.
This is what the winery is called. And I don't know if we said it before, but they don't sell in any stores.
No.
You have to, he was like, you have to come to the place if you want to try the wine, or else you can, I'm pretty sure you can get it shipped. But
yeah,
if you want to try the wine or buy a bottle in person, you have to go to their wineries. So how could we not?
Yeah, we had to get it.
Yeah.
And it was so worth it. Absolutely delicious. But yeah, we are back in our Airbnb now. We are very tired from the day.
So tired.
And we are just making dinner now because we need a little bit more food from the snacks today.
And what time is it? Like 10:30?
10:30 currently. So we are gonna eat some food, I think watch a movie, hang out. So I think this is where we're gonna leave you guys. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Not so much. Just cut that. It's a super tough. I wish you guys could experience this, but you won't because
That's
Ciao.
it.
You speak Italian?
No.
Yeah.
I'll be on the hunt for it for the rest of my life.
It's like full on gated.
That's it.